I remember when that happened, Sandy Hook. That was Sandy Hook, right?
Yeah.
And I remember that the media went up there right away.
Yeah.
I remember it made me really sick because it's such a horrible thing that happened.
Yeah.
And what everybody should have done is just let the chief of police talk to you and let him say, we don't know these things yet. Just wait for information to come out of this very painful place. But the media flew in.
Of course.
And they're on the fucking grounds of the school. And Anderson Cooper is talking to fucking kids who were there. And their parents have their hands on the kids' shoulders. And you can see in both the kid's face and the parents' face that they're not sure they should be doing this. They don't know. They don't. We take for granted this thing of being exposed to the media and being talking on cameras.
Right.
And there's been things, of course, in your life and my life where you say something or have an experience. And then afterwards you go, fuck, I wish I hadn't said that.
Right.
Or I didn't know how this would feel is the thing, right? So somebody who's not even in public life and who just suffered a off the charts trauma, and Anderson Cooper and his producers going, no, you should talk, talking them into it, saying you should talk to the world right now. You should be on the news talking about it now. We don't want to wait till later. We don't want to do an expose 10 years later. What was it like, or even a year? We want to know right now.
So
why does it have to be now? Why can't you just talk to the stoic chief of police who says, here's why? Because because it's just dirty greed. It's just dirty. I want it. It'll be great on camera.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what happens to this person when I leave Sandy Hook today. I don't give a shit. I'll be back in my CNN studios. I'm picking him because that's the face I remember.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were there, it's just macabre and it's ghoulish and it's gross. And it puts those people in a very vulnerable, fucked up position that they didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
They had no idea. And I'm talking out of school because I didn't experience what they experienced. But as a person sitting and watching it, I'm like, I'm being told too much. I know too much about this too soon. And that's not because I need to know or it's going to help fix what happened. It's because somebody they just want it.
Because it drives ratings. That's it.
That's it. It's just money.
Yeah.
So, and that there's been an extensions of that throughout the history since then. Of every time something bad happens, nobody slows down and thinks about it.
Well, there's also a thing that happens where you get eyewitness accounts that are all fucked up. And one of the reasons why eyewitness accounts that are fucked up is because when people experience a traumatic incident, their memory is very confused. You are working with a part of your brain that's like this reptilian part of your brain that's like completely freaked out that something horrible happened. And that happened after 9/11. Like after 9/11, everybody wanted to believe that this was some grand conspiracy because there was all these bizarre eyewitness accounts. Oh, I heard a bomb go off. I heard this. I heard that. Like these
they don't know what they remember. They don't know what they saw.
Flabbergasted. They don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
They were so overwhelmed and blown away by the moment.
There should be, every time something awful happens, there should just be a blackout, like just a period where let's not talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Don't talk to the traumatized.
Well, going there and sticking a fucking microphone in their faces.
It's just so gross. And it's par for the course. Yeah. It's like how it's done.
Yeah.
And then they're reporting from the place. And imagine what it's like being in that community and there's fucking a van with a, like, what are
satellite thing on the top.
doing here?
Yeah.
It's obscene.
Yeah, it is obscene. It's obscene and it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they operate under. That's their currency.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they think about it anymore.
I don't think they think about it because there's a diffusion of responsibility when you work for a large corporation. That's the job that has to get done.
Yeah.
We got to go there. It's not my call. If it was my call, I'd stay in the studio. I'm a good person.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember I was at Fox News once because I was shooting a sketch with Greg... what's his name? He's
Giraldo?
No. Greg, the Fox News. He's got a funny talk show.
Gutfeld.
This was when he was just sort of didn't have the Gutfeld show.
Eye.
I think it was Red Eye. But he let us shoot a thing where it was a sketch for my show. It was like a scene for my show where I'm debating with a woman who's against masturbation, and I'm the guy on pro-masturbation, and he was the moderator, and we had this like TV news thing. It was a silly episode of my show, and anyway, so I got to go to the studios to shoot it, and Gutfeld was really cool. I like him; he's a good guy.
He's a nice guy.
And so I sat in they didn't have the place for us yet, and they let me. I asked if I could go in a control room, and they're like, okay. And I sat in this control room because I love television. I love being behind the scenes, and the president was making a speech. It was Obama. He's making a speech, and I was in the live fucking in the room, the Fox News room, watching them do their thing. And Bill O'Reilly's on this camera having his hair done. And this guy's over here looking at, and a girl's she's getting makeup. Everybody's getting ready. The president is in the corner and the sound's off. Nobody's listening to the president. He's giving a speech and they're just going, Alex, what do you got, Alex? And Alex is like, did you get the fucking guy? Everybody's cursing and trying to line up guests for interviews. And it was fascinating to watch. And the second the president is done, they go to whoever, not Alex Jones. What am I talking about? The guy who was the big Fox News guys back then. Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly. Yeah.
They go to Bill O'Reilly and he goes, well, this is just the president doing the same. Like, he wasn't listening. Nobody listened to the speech. They just go, this is just bullshit. And we don't believe it. And then this guy and this guy. And I saw how fast, and they were so urgent. It was so urgent that they get in right away. And I know that the same things happen in an MSNBC and CNN. They're not thinking about anything. They already know their reaction.
Yeah.
And they got to come in with it really quick because it's got to get in here before anything else. It's got to, so nobody listens to, if there was like a thing where you need to take a day after his speech, you have to read it, you have to watch it and discuss it with a staff and then make a decision, make a an opinion. The opinion would be like, he's got points and blah, blah. You know what I mean? It would definitely be, and it would move the ball forward and it would get people to hear each other more. But there's such a need because it's entertainment.
Yeah. You have to be there right away with a rebuttal.
Yeah.